host of this week's Lumberjack competition, Port McNeill, British Columbia, part of Orca Fest here, an annual event, and Lumberjack show is back in town. We're just about wrapping things up here with the axe throw and the hot saw. In total, we'll be looking at two of the men axe throwers. Mitch HEWITT, who was on the leaderboard trying to track down Dave McLeod in the overall standings. Him and Brad DeLosa and Nick Russell are still in the money here. But right now, Mitch is looking for a solid field finish in the axe throw. He's only got 7 points after 2 throws, and let's see what his third throw does. Third throw, not good. He ends up with a 7-point total in the men's axe throw. Is not going to do well, not going to help in the overall standings. Mitch has got to be disappointed with that. A little bit of a different style there over the right shoulder.
That's right. A lot of guys use different techniques here. Some guys 2 hands over their head. Some guys 2 hands on their shoulder. Look at this here, Matt Mooney, a tomahawk throw. Quite similar. There's other disciplines like this. If you think about knife throwing and tomahawk throwing that they do in different other circles. Of course, that's probably what started these guys throwing with one hand in the axe throw. A lot of the older competitors we see, Roger McPhee, Louis Bourque, and Matt here, throw with one hand, but boys, he's pretty consistent with it, throwing really well.
14 points to win the men's division of the axe throw. Matt Mooney, veteran competitor. There's nothing like experience in the axe throw. Alita Rustin, fairly new at Lumberjack Sports, fairly new at axe throwing. She misses the axe throw target completely and comes up with a 0 in her first throw. And that's just lack of confidence or not knowing her release point, really.
That's right. If you watched her throw, she actually has her feet set, and then she sneaks a little bit ahead, closer to the line. And, of course, a lot of shows, if you step over the line, it's a DQ. So that's likely playing in her mind, not focusing as much on the bullseye, worrying more about where her feet are at.
Yeah, and she's really drifting high up into the axe target. There's another one there for a 3-throw total of 6 points. She got 2 threes there after her first 0. But she's releasing too early there and not putting enough snap on the throw to bring that axe down towards the bullseye. Now here's a veteran competitor who's been involved in Lumberjack Sports. Well, I'm not sure how long, but she's married to Al BOYKO, probably one of the first families of Lumberjack Sports out in BC. Jean BOYKO, been involved in many double bucking and single bucking races over the years, still doing the axe throw. She's got a different looking axe.
Yeah, you love that wild looking axe, eh? Of course, if you don't have the strength to throw the axe as hard, you don't want to throw a big heavy axe. So sometimes what they'll do, nice throw there, they'll take a cutting torch and cut some of that metal out of the axe, make it a lot lighter to throw, and of course a whole lot easier for somebody that doesn't maybe have the strength of a big burly lumberjack.
Well, probably in her earlier days maybe she had a heavier axe, but Jean BOYKO after 2 throws has 8 points, and she comes up with a bullseye to give her a 3-throw total of 13 points, puts her in the lead in the women's division of the axe throw. Once again, Matt Mooney's already gone and won the men's division. Jean BOYKO, look at that, from Port Alberni, British Columbia, with a bullseye. The only person that can still beat her right now is Sarah Mooney, and Sarah Mooney's got a little bit of a different style herself with this long handle.
That's right. Well, obviously, the axe throw target is set. Beautiful throw there, a nice bullseye. The axe throw target is set 20 feet back from the line, and usually that'll give you a complete rotation of the axe. But then some people release early, some people release late, so you can change where the axe hits the target by the length of your handle. You see Sarah here is very used to a long handle axe. She can release it a little bit earlier, gets a full rotation. Again, another good throw. There's a 4.
Yeah, 2-throw total of 9 for Sarah Mooney right now. So she wants to tie Jean BOYKO. She's going to need a 4 to tie. As she comes up with a bullseye, she's going to win the women's division of the axe throw right now. This is their final throw right now as we are watching it. And Sarah Mooney comes up with a 5 in her last throw for a 3-throw total of 14. Look at this perfect technique for an experienced axe thrower. Now, if I recall, this is not the first time I've interviewed you as an axe throw winner. What makes you so good?
I don't know. I don't really train. So I don't know. I have good days and bad days. Last weekend in Campbell River, I had a really bad day. And this weekend, it just worked out.
Now, I remember discussing once with you before, you have a particularly longer handle than most, right? What's the deal there?
For me, a shorter handle, I over-rotate. So I got the longer handle just to slow it down so it'll land properly.
Thanks, Sarah.
You're welcome.
So as the sun's getting closer to the mountains, also the end is getting closer to this competition. The Moonies, first and second place in the axe throw. But look at that scoreboard. Dave McLeod and Nick Russell picking up more valuable points to keep them on top.